Hi there, I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany. Thank you for watching and welcome here. I'd like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and stories and insights. So, this one is about false assumptions. We do that nearly automatically all the time because we're not yet fully aware 100% of everything in us and around us and what we are creating by thinking and feeling, manifesting without conscious intent things that we maybe dislike or think of, and thoughts become things, so we are creators or co-creators, unfortunately often unaware. So a good example is when I was 18 and about to finish school. My eldest sister was already studying at the university psychology in a nearby town, and my parents allowed me sometimes for the weekend to visit my sister, and that was also some great adventure for me, because then I did not have to go to bed at 10 or 11 o'clock like at home with my parents, but I could stay up longer, and I had long talks with my sister. I was also interested in psychology because I wanted to understand me, myself, and what's the purpose of my life, and why am I here, and what's this all about. Although psychology does not really give answers that were enough for me, I wasn't content with that. Just live your life and have kids and your profession and career and all that. But the thing was, I always admired my eldest sister. She was beautiful and a slim figure and blonde, long hair. So that was kind of my picture or my image of beauty. And she was, of course, as being 10 years older than I was, she she already knew a little bit more, and she had some wisdom and was willing to share that with me. But the thing that happened and that shocked me was, once when I visited her for the weekend, I came to experience that she had some phone calls and some letters to deal with that were kind of challenging for her, and she reacted not like I would have thought a psychologist would react. So I kind of got the idea, wow, never thought that a psychologist would have problems like that. So she wasn't perfect. And at that age, I did not understood what that meant, but now I do. I assumed that she, as a psychologist, is able to manage all the relationship stuff and emotions between humans perfectly, because I just assumed she's a psychologist. She knows how to do that, so it should not be a problem. And the thing is, we don't perceive the world as it is, but we perceive it as we are. And the false assumption was to think she's a psychologist, she must be perfect in relationship, and she was not. And then later, years later, I told her about this experience that I had when I watched her having her trouble and her problems. And she looked at me with kind of big eyes and said, "Yes, but in the first place, I'm a human, just like you, and only in the second place, I'm a psychologist." So there I got my answer that I assumed something falsely without questioning my own assumption or my false belief or my false conclusions about her. And that carried on for some while in my life. You know, I had a friend who was working in a bank, so I assumed automatically, without questioning it, that he knows how to handle and deal with money. And it wasn't like that. It was the contrary. That guy had debts in every place and he could not handle money in his private life, where he was a human just like you and me. Only in his profession in the bank, he got some rules and had to handle money like the way the bank was giving him advice and rules to deal with that. So, and it carried on until I finished my university time and started my first work as a graphic designer in some kind of advertisement agencies. You know, the boss you have, you assume that he knows what he's doing. And I got this lesson again and again and again in my life, to not assume that the people in some kind of position already master the kind of task that's connected with a position, or with the title, being a psychologist or being a banker or being, you know, the boss of this agency or whatever. And it took me some time, but after a while I was kind of pretty, oh, bad word, pissed off. And I, as a rebellious soul, I refused to accept any authority at all. But that didn't work out very well as well, because even if I said, okay, I'm going to do that, whatever I was told by my boss, but thinking in my own head, oh, that's bullshit. Why do you want me to do that? Does not make any sense, and so on. And without talking about that, but they got the feeling nobody is totally dumb or unsensitive. They always got kind of the feeling that I'm not accepting them and that I am doubting their title or their profession or their position. And more or less, sooner or later, very often it was sooner than later, I kind of got thrown out of the job because they did not felt my loyalty and my support, which I only showed from the outside, but inside I was questioning and doubting them. So much about false assumptions, and we are doing that constantly. We also assume things about other people and don't even notice it, you know. I once had, when I needed a little bit of help in my flat with cleaning and things like that, I had to help a very friendly and nice woman from the neighborhood, and she was from Algeria. I had no problem with someone having another belief. We're all humans, and that's kind of the level where I like to be and act and start. And after a while, she asked me nearly every time, every 2 or 3 weeks, when she came and helped me, and I paid her for that. Very good, better than the usual salary. Um, she started to ask me, do you want to change me your sheets? And I said, no, no, sorry, that's not necessary. I do it my own. And next time, again, she asked the same question, and I did not get it because I had two pairs of the same sheets still from my beloved husband, because we had two beds and we like to have the same sheets on. And these were very my favorite ones in color and so on. So I was changing sheets, but they always looked the same. So she was assuming or thinking she's not changing her sheets. I always see the same sheets. Is she sleeping for 6 weeks in the same sheets? Oh my God. And then there came this kind of judgment. She's not changing her sheets, you know. I don't know what went on inside of her, because I did not get the opportunity to ask her for that after I found out what probably she assumed about me and my sheets. Because then the whole thing went another way, and she stayed home and did other things, and I found another way to handle my cleaning. So that all kind of solved. But I found that very interesting, because in the first place, when she asked me that question 2 or 3 times, I did not get what she meant. And she probably did not dare to say, I always see the same sheets. Are you not changing them? Then I would have understood what she meant, you know. She only asked me, offering kind of the positive service. I can do that for you. But because I change my sheets myself, I did not get what she meant. So there you can see how many false assumptions are taking place kind of automatically, because we assume and project the way we think onto the others, and we don't perceive the world as it is, but as we are. So, another good hint: to know who you are, know thyself. One of the first kind of things an initiate had to deal with when he entered a mystery school and wanted to work on the spiritual path. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, also, as well. And I hope it gives you some other ideas to think differently, or to question more, even yourself and your thoughts. Thank you for watching and being with me. Blessings, love, and light onto your path. Bye.